Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2023 love reading. Thanks to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all that. For those of you new to the channel, of course, what we have in front of us to bridging the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past, present, and future energies between you and the main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some more cards as well for some additional insight. That's when the bridging the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot. On the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Nine of Coins. So this is a Virgo energy here. I'll just be saying that in the past, you might have been enjoying yourself, focusing on your own goals, maybe getting out in nature, enjoying yourselves as well. But yeah, I feel like this is saying that you were experiencing some level of success and happiness within your personal lives to where you weren't necessarily actively seeking out a connection. Alright, past energy on their side, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So more Virgo energy here as well. And if we look at the artwork here, I feel like there's some similarities as far as they too probably put a lot of focus on their work lives, but I feel like they also had that more playful side to them, right? So they might have actually tried to bring that out of you to show you that, hey, you could actually enjoy both, right? Like you could focus on the work and all that, but you could also get out, have some fun, and be in a more playful energy. Alright, present energy on your side, we have the Princess of Coins. So this is the equivalent of the Page of Pentacles, and to me this says that you might be a bit on the fence, right? Like there's a side of you who's wondering, okay, I've been doing so well with the whole single independent thing, but could I actually see myself getting into more of a committed connection, right? So I feel like you're a bit torn about it, but I feel like at the same time though, you've been enjoying this cycle for so long, for quite some time, that you're like, yeah, okay, not necessarily a take it or leave it energy, but more of one where you're at least going to give it some heavy consideration before you jump into something more committed. Alright, present energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So yeah, I mean, the artwork here definitely looks a lot more dramatic than most Three of Swords cards, but what I feel like this is saying more than anything in this context, I feel like this is saying that they want to see the two of you become more exclusive, whereas, like I said, it looks like for you, that's more of something that you're still a little bit more on the fence about, right? So here we see what appears to be a couple, whereas in the past on your side, you were alone, right? So it's just one of those things where I feel like they're at that stage where, like, okay, let's make this an exclusive one-to-one commitment, whereas you're a bit more on the fence, like, okay, could I show up in that way, or am I still just enjoying the independent thing too much at this time? Alright, future energy on your side, we have the Three of Cups. So yeah, to me this could be another indicator that you just might ultimately decide that you'd rather stay more independent, right? Just give more of your focus to your career, your friendships, your siblings, right? So I feel like at this time, you just might not feel like you're quite ready to be in a more committed partnership. Alright, and future energy on their side, we have the Lovers. So major arcana card for Gemini here. So yeah, I feel like this is saying that, again, like I was saying, it seems like they're on a different page than you as far as they really see this as something they want to turn into a one-to-one committed connection, right? The more traditional type of connection, whereas, like I said, it seems like you're just having a bit more energy, a bit more time enjoying your energy rather being more independent and solo at this time. So just one of those things where you don't seem to be on the same page with each other. I feel like there is some interest on your part for this person, but at the same time, you're just not moving at the same speed as they are. Alright, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Five of Cups. So this is actually a Scorpio energy here, so it could be pointing to a timeline, saying that as we get toward the end of October, you might feel a little bit of regret, right? So we see the Three Cups build there, which could call back to the Three of Cups energy, and then we see the Two Cups standing. So it could just be saying that for some of you, after a little bit more time passes, you might actually regret that you passed up the opportunity to be in a more committed partnership in favor of just, being more solo independent. Especially because, like, at the very least, it looks like this person isn't someone who would want you to completely isolate, right? I feel like the past energy we see here shows that they're like, hey, you could actually embody both of those energies, right? It doesn't have to be an all or nothing proposition. But so there's something to keep in mind there, right? So if you do feel like you're on the fence with this person, of course, if they're pressuring you, that's one thing, right? You're gonna have to set a boundary there. But if it's just more of where you're like, okay, I'm interested, but I'm not quite ready yet, maybe the best thing would be to just communicate that to them, and then as time progresses, you might naturally feel more inclined to enter the connection, or maybe you'll feel more sure of yourself that you won't. But here it looks like with the current path, you might just have some regret, like, oh, did I pass up on a good opportunity? All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Three of Pentacles. So, yeah, to me, this represents usually when I look at this artwork here, what I think of is someone trying to test the strength of a connection, right? So, yeah, like I said, it could just be one of those things where they're trying to see, like, okay, is Pisces someone I could take seriously as far as entering into a one to one committed relationship, or is this just going to stay more of a casual thing, right? So, for some of you, it might even be one of those things where it might come across like they would immediately want to be in a one to one committed relationship, but from their perspective, it might be more of trying to see, like, hey, is that something that you'd even be open to, right? So, it might feel like they're rushing toward it a little bit faster than they actually are, but we'll see if the Oracle cards agree with that or not, because it could go either way, to be fair. So, first we'll see what we get from the Messages of Oracle cards deck here. Just pulling a single card from this deck. Alright, and next we'll see what we get from the Wisdom of Oracle deck. Same situation, just going to pull a single card from here too, and we'll read the message from both cards and wrap the reading up with those. Alright, and got one there. So, first we'll see what we get from the Messages of Love. Okay, we have Fate. It says this is a destined partnership. So yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't feel like the person on the right would feel like they need much convincing to believe that, because, like I said, it definitely does seem like they are moving at a faster pace than you are as far as what they see for this connection. But that's what I see with that. Right, and then we have Loyal Heart. There's the artwork, and the number is 35. So we'll see what this has to say. All right, the relationship message says your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. So yeah, definitely a positive message there, and definitely something to keep in mind as well too, because it mentioned, your friendships and romantic connections, all of them are showing energy of loyalty, right? So, like I said, to me, that goes back to what I was saying as far as if you genuinely do have interest in this person, but you just don't necessarily feel ready for a committed relationship, I feel like you would be open to express that to this person, and then, they'll just, like I was saying, they'll keep in mind that, okay, this is something that you might be open to, just not this time, right? And then from the friendship perspective, right, if you feel like, oh, I don't want to leave my friends hanging for a relationship, I feel like this is saying that they wouldn't necessarily have that expectation of you either, So it looks like you would be able to, obviously, it might take a while to figure out the balance of all those things, but it looks like it is possible that everyone in your environment would be supportive of that as well. So hopefully that resonated for you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.